Welcome to the Smash Masters podcast, hosted by Stefan Eschi and Nick Priest. This is where we dig into the auto body collision repair field and talk quality repair methods and how the industry is always changing. Buckle up, it gonna get bumpy.
Dig into the automotive field. It is episode 36. What's up?
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Smash Masters Monday.
Alex.
Episode 36, brought to you by
Slayer.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Alex been on here since the last episode. All right.
He's just chilling.
Yeah, he's been hanging out. Oh man. Yeah. So Den Slayer, they got a lot of good stuff going on. They got a couple of training videos, one that you can put on and listen to while you're getting your dent time in, and they had a couple other things too, didn't they?
Well, so they got plenty of videos on there. I mean, most of them are instructional, and it's very, they keep it to the point and they really get their point across. But yeah, there's one video in there for you to practice pushing while you're listening. Although I'll tell you, when I was learning PDR, that's how I did it, is I was pushing as I was watching a video. If I had to watch a video over again, I just did. You got access to it.
Right. I find it kind of pretty helpful, in fact, to have something playing in your ear while you're actually doing pushing, especially when you're learning. So that's really cool that they did that. And they added a new feature on this last gig, I think, coming up. What did they add on here?
So what they're doing is they are offering to professionals who have knowledge to share. They are offering hosting of other people's courses, which then the people who create these courses can make some money off their platform. Hey, Corey. Hey, Cass. How you doing? So if you are a professional, you got some knowledge to share, dentslayer.com may host your training, and then we can all stand to learn some more, and we can probably all stand to share some knowledge, and why not benefit from that? Everyone would benefit, so it's
right.
It's a pretty cool feature. It's I like that they're doing it. I'm actually, in my mind, I'm coming up with course ideas.
Oh, there's all kinds of stuff that me and you alone could come up with. And like you said, everybody learns a little bit different, and techniques could be a little different. So it's cool to see them expand that and branch out into new things.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And speaking of courses and stuff, there's also courses over on,
James.
Hey, James, there's courses over on Collisionverse, which is the brand new app. Call it the social media platform for collision repair technicians, which I see no reason why these paintless collision repair guys can't come in and do that as well. The PDR. I look cold. Oh, it's a nice thick Carhartt hat. Okay.
Yeah, got the hoodie and the boggin on right there, looking like you ain't cut the heat on in months.
I appreciate the concern, James. I mean, it did get down. I mean, it's like 8 degrees outside today. So, I mean, it's pretty cold today. I didn't really want to spend much time out there. So, yeah, I am cold. We'll just leave it at that. But yeah, so if you're looking to join Collisionverse, just head to collisionverse.com or download the Collisionverse app and get signed up. It's free. We're on there. Give us a follow, and yeah,
we'll see you over there. Good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So happy Monday, guys. Thanks for coming in. Smash Masters Monday. If you're listening to us on a podcast app, can you do me a favor and just leave us a review? I really appreciate it. It really helps us out more than anything. So that's it.
Right.
I'm gonna leave that right there.
Yeah.
James says it's freezing down here in Florida today. Didn't even get low of almost 50. All right. Yeah.
Dang. In
Really feel
Florida.
bad for you.
That is, I mean, that's cool for Florida for sure.
Technically freezing is below 32 degrees. Technically,
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you.
No, I get it. It's all situational. It's all what you're used to. It's been
Hmm.
30 plus degrees, over 32 degrees most days, and I'm fine outside at that temperature. Just because I'm used to it.
Yeah, it's 45 to 30 here. So it's not been crazy terrible either way.
We had an oddly warm streak through December too, David, up here. 54 comfortable in Oklahoma. Yeah. So we had a few days like that up here in
Mm,
Connecticut last week. But yeah, new
not
background.
bad.
That's true. So I changed my setup room. It's going to be my
Mm,
podcasting room. So all right. So we got an awesome
indeed.
show for you guys.
Absolutely. We got usually we have PDR only or collision only. This week we kind of changed it up a little bit for you guys. I mean, he does PDR work, but also manufacturing plant stuff. So let's get him in here and talk about some of his journey and how he got into the PDR world. What's up, Chris?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, glad to have you on. You've been a big supporter of the show. You're in the chat session every week from the start of the
Hmm.
show to the end of the show. Got to really thank you for that because
Yeah, we
Yeah,
appreciate that.
appreciate you guys for the content. I mean, I learned a lot of stuff just watching you all and other people, so
that's
it
awesome.
helps me more than you all.
Oh,
Nice.
well, agree to disagree then.
There's a lot of talented guys in the chats. So I mean,
Oh,
there's something to take away from everybody in here.
yeah, yeah. What's up, Nick? Nice to see you.
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah,
So,
so
manufacturing plant. That's where you've done all of your body work. I know I'm kind of giving away, but it was in the description of the show. Most people saw
yeah.
it. So,
yeah.
can you tell us? Let's start at the very beginning. How does one get to a career at a manufacturing plant like that? Or how did
Well,
you?
yeah, how I did, I kind of got lucky. A lot of people like have family members or friends, and they can kind of get them in the door. Me, I
Mm.
didn't have anything. You know, so I just got lucky, and they draw from a pool of names. And then if you get accepted, you go through the orientation and all that physical, and you get your foot in the door. I started out actually on the line. I was snapping trim pieces in, and let me tell you, your hands hurt after that.
You just
You get
smacking
tired.
them? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
700 to 750 times a day, just
All right.
continuous. But then you got bid jobs and things like that. You can do electrical repair, or you can do water testing and all that. You can do body work. You can do stamping. You can go just multiple different ways, whatever suits you best.
Try
Hmm.
out a little of everything. How
Oh
long is
yeah.
it? How long is your typical shift, or do you have a
Whew.
shift?
Yeah, we have a shift. Ours is actually 4 work days, but 10 hours,
Okay.
up to 11:5. So just
All
depends on
right.
what they call.
Yeah. Yeah. So you dabbled a little bit into all of it. What was your very first job getting in there? You said you went from
I
that to what did you graduate to, or how do you graduate in a plant? Or do
Yeah.
you just yeah?
Well, my like what happened to me, they found out I had metal experience, prior experience before there.
Hmm.
So they put me in the body shop where
Well,
Okay.
I'm
hold on.
comfortable.
I'm gonna pause right there. What prior experience?
I was in stamping for about a little over 7 years. I used to run a transfer press, blanker presses, where they take coils of steel or aluminum, and we stamp out the actual parts
Okay.
in a progression.
All right.
So that's before you got into the manufacturing plant.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. So now
All
go
right.
back. All right. Go ahead.
but yeah, so I went into the body shop because of that prior experience, because I was able to, I know what I was looking at, and I did
Uh-huh.
some repairs, not like to extent of body repair, but I knew what the tools and how to use them. But plus, knowing how the parts are made kind of lets you know the defects too and what caused them. And you can backtrack it to the source and fix the problem.
Mm.
Okay.
But so I ended up in the body shop, and then I got put on a job. So I was just building up a piece to the car, and it was a Class A surface. So they gave me a stone or a screen for dents. So if it doesn't have any dents, you put it in the good rack. If it has like a little ding or something, you put it over here. And when I was doing that job, they noticed they didn't get any in like repair. So they came over and they said, "So you know what you're looking for?" I'm like, "Yes, I did it before." So they're like, "Well, we got a repair spot open. Would you like to test for that?" That's what I did. I put my name in on the computer and then tested in and passed. So that's
Okay.
how I got into body repair in the factory.
Is a written test?
It's actually they give you a part and you have to find all the defects that they put in it and then you have to fix them.
Okay.
Okay.
Or at
All
least
right.
get really close to make them feel like that you're trainable
Mm-hmm.
to
Okay.
get you to that next step. So you
Okay.
don't actually have to fix it perfect, but if you're confident and you can figure it out, like they give you every tool you need, but if you can get it pretty close, then they'll go ahead and pass you and train you.
All right. So every position you kind of have to apply for it, and
Yes.
then like you said, you do kind of like the on hands testing to see if that's what you're wanting to do or not, or that's your fit. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Awesome.
Okay. All right. So we're getting into body repair then.
Mm-hmm.
So
Run.
we're still talking about metal work. You know, there's no
Yep.
paint on the car or on the
Mm-mm.
part yet.
Nope.
Now, at first, when you first said you put the good parts over here, and if it's got something on it, you put them over here. That's the pile that goes to the body shops, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It goes to the damage repair area.
Those are the ones that are sold to the collision repair shops. Because every time I get a part, it's got damage on it.
Right.
No, no, I'm
Right.
sure you guys repair what you can and use them. But all right, so you're getting into repairing. So we're not talking we're in a factory here. So they have you using fillers in the
No.
factory? No fillers.
Nope.
Files.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We use files, buffers, DAs, plasma cutters, welders, rivet extractors, hemorrhoid guns. I mean, you name it, we've got it.
Yeah. Okay. Everything but plastic filler we are putting on the vehicle.
Yep. Because if you're
Nice.
buying a new vehicle, do you really want that in?
Oh
Yeah.
no.
No.
Is that,
No. No.
yeah.
Sure not.
So
I
that's
mean
kind of
that.
where they put the standard for new vehicles. So we're doing
Mm,
metal finish to a T
yeah.
by metal.
What types of metal finishing style dents are we doing? Are we talking about your typical small little edge corner dents, big dents? What are we looking like?
Well, if it's too bad, then we do, like, say, if a roof is just too damaged, you just trash it and put a new one on. So we'll do
Mm,
a roof change, but then we got to go through a whole process to make sure every weld, rivet, whatever it is, the case may be, whether it's got a sealer, all that, we got to make sure it's all there,
yeah.
just like it was put in during the process.
Okay.
Okay.
So worst case scenario, change it. The next one repairable. What was the repair limits? I mean, as far as like a size.
If there was any like structural damage or anything like that, we don't touch it. We scrap the cabinet.
Yeah. Yeah, but just
Um,
like cosmetic wise, like you go out to doing PDR work, you go in and fix somebody's dent. I mean, is there like a
yeah,
limit to that size and cosmetic or whatever you're comfortable with, or
yeah, it'll actually go down like a line where they find all the defects, and if it's minor, if they just touch it with a file and then sand it flat, they can do that. Or if it's a
mm-hmm,
little too much, they send it over to a repair lane.
mm-hmm,
So then you get a little more time to work it out and then send it yourself. If it takes more than like 7, 8 minutes, then it goes over into a heavy repair lane.
Mm.
okay,
So if it needs more time, then you can work it over there. And then
Mm.
if it's just too bad, you either change the part, if it's a door, fender, hood, or if it's like a roof, or say like the A pillar or body side,
mm-hmm,
try to save those. If you can't, then it just goes into the floor, and then
all
Mm.
you
right,
scrap it, and that'd be it. They're not happy about that, but
Yeah,
yeah. I
of
mean,
course. Yeah.
it happens. It happens.
I'd rather it go on the floor than something go out all janky.
Aha, good question.
Yeah,
David's
it is.
asked. Sorry, I was putting it up there. David asked, so when I see DA swirls in the E coat of a new part, that means it was a repair?
In the eco, that'd be out of the paint department, so probably.
Mm,
Like it would be under the E
Oh,
coat.
under it, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably on the finish line, it could be a repairman, could be a finisher. It could even be something from the stamping too. The
Mm.
stamping sometimes not all of our parts are stamped in house,
yeah,
so we have other manufacturers send over and they have their own repair. So sometimes it comes over like that. And then if you've only got so long to look at a vehicle, as you all know, if something's DA, it's hard to see anything. It's kind of like they hide the defect.
right.
Right.
So sometimes you might not even see what they did underneath if you don't put your hand on it and feel it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, usually, I mean, it's I get a lot of parts that have that, and it seems like they have like some kind of sprayed
It's a
primer on top of it.
pain to get out.
Yeah.
Like,
So I'm assuming that you've worked on each one of these lines maybe or a time or two of or participated in each one.
oh yeah, I actually have ADHD, so I can't stay in a certain spot for too long. If I
Okay.
do one job for too long, I'm not happy. I gotta go do something else.
I get
Yeah.
it.
So
Yeah.
out of all the repair jobs on the teams, I've done them all. So
Okay.
it's good and it's bad at the same time.
So I'm assuming they train you as far as like file
Oh yeah.
work and usage and stuff like that. Is there a typical uh period in which they give you allowance to do any type of training, or do they just kind of throw you in?
I, they try to train you. They try to give you like when we did a full new team launch or something big is happening or they're adding another shift,
Yeah.
then they'll give you a little more time to train people. But if you're just coming in because you bid on it, they give you like a couple weeks over on like a certain shift that has certain people that train you.
Yeah.
And then you go to another shift and then you start learning from them and then other people. So and biggest thing is asking questions. If
Yeah.
you don't
Right.
ask questions, we assume that you know what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah, right. Like Daniel asked, I know you was just kind of touching on this, but he said, "Is it true that the OEM panels sold to body shops are junk ones that they wouldn't put on new vehicles?" We were just talking about that. Ones that have defects, I guess, probably get put over here, and ones that are good to go get put
To
over
be
there.
honest,
So I mean,
it depends on like if you're just buying like a skin, uh, like if you're just one skin without the inner or something. I mean, that comes probably straight from like the stamping facility. So it doesn't even enter us, so it doesn't go down those lines.
So I'll let you in on the joke here, Chris. It's when we'll get parts from OE, and in our mind we're getting OEM parts, not aftermarket. Like, yes, it's gonna fit, everything's just gonna fall together, and you put it on the car, and the top frame of the door is welded wrong. You know,
Welded
like,
wrong, yeah.
or something. That's just an example. But you can tell because the door skins line up perfectly, but the top of the door frames don't, you know. So clearly something's wrong here. So the joke is that when they're putting parts on in the car in the factory and the part isn't perfect, they sell it to a body shop instead.
Right.
It,
Right.
that's
And
that's the myth, the legend, the you know, and there's multiple manufacturers, so there's no one set, like,
yeah.
maybe
It's
one
like
manufacturer
when we
does
do
it.
like a door change or something, I really don't know what happens to that door after I put it, say it's a
I
new.
wouldn't expect you to know either.
Yeah.
No, unless you
I have
watch
no
it get
idea.
shredded, you know. But
Hit it with a
Yeah.
hammer, it'll go in the scrap.
Eh, and I like he said, they're panels that'll be welded wrong. I've got a Chevrolet Fender before that has the skin, the inside and outside welded together,
holes
welded in
not drilled.
totally the wrong spot,
Yeah.
welded over the holes like for your bumper bracket mounts and stuff. It's just been crazy,
Yeah,
and
you
you're like,
can't even get
this
to
is
the
supposed to
threads.
be OEM, and sometimes it'll be worse than the aftermarket stuff.
Right.
It's like I guess
And
they got a robot unloading those instead of a person, so it might not be getting looked at, but every so
yeah,
often.
Right.
So
so
I mean, it just depends on who's doing it. I don't like manufacturer wise.
yeah, he
Yeah.
said that junk door went to a body shop guaranteed, right?
Yeah. It's it happens so much that it's kind of, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if most manufacturers put the small defect parts to the body shop, because
Yeah.
we're just gonna fix it and put it on a car and send it. You know,
Yeah.
we're allowed to
And-
use fillers. You know, so it's not
right,
a big
right.
deal.
And the going phrase saying to everybody, guys said it, these parts are this must have been a Friday job, or Friday parts must have got
Yeah.
stamped here,
Yeah.
especially
End of
around
year.
holidays and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, there's another question. Do you have any validity to the fact that cars built on a Friday are worse than cars built on a Wednesday?
I don't believe so because we run day in, day out where there's no breaks. It's like another shift takes over, so it's not like say I work all week plus the weekend, but it's a whole shift just starting anew. So
Okay.
I would say it'd be the same from my experience.
Yeah,
These are just industry myths that we all
It's,
we
Yeah.
all just,
I would
you
imagine
know,
if somebody's working 7 days a week, yeah, bro.
we all mother fluff the factory for everything, and the engineers, obviously.
everything. Yeah. And just to clarify though, you haven't ever been in a body shop, right?
No.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
you wouldn't know a lot of these crazy sayings and stuff
Right.
that are out there,
I
but
miss it.
That's why we're telling you. That's all.
right.
Let's make it for a good episode. This is fun. This
But
is a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
But all right,
So yeah,
so go ahead, Nick.
you're doing the same thing you're doing. Go ahead. I mean, we were gonna jump into your next phase in the factory world, and did you by chance pick up push tools or anything in the factory? Do they have a
oh
period
yeah,
where you learn that?
you actually learn that in repair. We use push tools. That's what we're trained with.
Okay. All
Push
right.
tools, so you pick and file.
Yep, pick and
Pick.
file.
Mm-hmm.
Pick and file, and when you're sometimes with steel, I mean, you know the dent pullers and stuff. You can just zap it, pull it, tap it, peel it off. I'll go about your business. I've actually been trying the glue pulling right before I was leaving the body shop, and it's worth it.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool that they got you doing some glue pulling stuff. I know you're doing paintless dent repair, so there's no reason why you shouldn't.
Had to push for it, but yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. We'll get there.
Yeah.
So push tools, I mean, so do they provide tools for you or do you
Yeah.
have to get your own? Yeah. Can you get
Uh,
your own if you want to?
yeah, but just make sure that you know it's yours. Like if you buy it, keep receipt. That way, if you want to take it back home, you can.
So yeah, you're not allowed to keep a toolbox anywhere.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we all get our own individual toolboxes with
Oh,
so many
okay.
tools.
Everything's
But if you wanted to
supplied.
bring something that might help you from home, but if
Yeah.
you ever want to take it back, say over the years, you go to a different job, just make sure you have like, proof
Is
that
that,
you
do you have to
provided.
share that toolbox with someone in another shift?
Nope,
Oh,
just your
okay.
Oh,
person.
nice,
All right. Well,
nice.
that's good.
Yeah, and
And hope it's there when you get back from like a 2 week shutdown or something.
yeah,
Well, you get contractors and stuff, and you know how that goes.
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I've come in before and my lock was cut off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
opened
they
it
must.
up. My files and stuff were there, so I was happy. I was like, the
Yeah,
drills and stuff can get replaced. I'm like, the files, they're hard to find. Don't
sandpaper
take
plan.
my files.
So what kind of files do you guys normally use? Do they have
Uh, we have adjustables. We have our, you know what a Heller and Nicholson files are?
yeah,
Where they
yeah,
have that slight curve to it and body
uh-huh,
files.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
We use those. We even take your adjustables with that big file that you attach to it. We cut them
Hmm.
down and then put them into a little holder. That way, if you just got something small, you can go this way and then cross it back over and then sand.
Hmm.
So it
Okay.
keeps it a little cleaner and the file marks on this.
Yeah. Getting down to a minimal where you don't need a big foot
Yeah,
long
you don't
file
need
to
to
hit
be
a small
doing
spot.
this
Yeah,
all
right,
day.
right,
If it's
right.
something
That's
small, just kind of hit it. You go about your way, a little outboard.
Hmm.
um yeah, just going back to your push tools, what can you describe some of the push tools that they give
Uh,
you?
they are a big fan of Dentcraft, so we
Okay.
have
Okay.
all of their selection.
All
And
right.
some people have different ones than others, but you know, depends on how long you were there. They bought this type at this point, now they got these. But yeah, big on Dentcraft, and then we make a lot of our own.
Okay.
Okay.
Just kind of
Thinkraft's good
some.
stuff.
Yeah, it is excellent
I
stuff.
love the Royal Tails. Royal Tails are amazing.
Yeah, they're the best whale tails. Everybody says they're the best whale
Mm-hmm.
tails. So
I was
Mm-hmm.
gonna say for how much you can crank on them, they hold together pretty good.
I've yet
Right.
to break one, but I haven't been doing this long. So I'll break
I
one
was gonna say
eventually, I'm sure.
I ain't gonna lie, I did do that.
Yeah. Yeah. I keep running out in the field when I'm doing my PDR on my side business. I keep running into situations where I gotta heat up the oil tail and cut it through that glue.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
I know I'm eating away at the integrity of the metal by doing that. But hey, when you're out there in, I don't have a saw or anything for that glue, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna,
Some of that stuff's bad.
yeah, it is
Yeah.
what it is. But yeah, I like because they are beat it. Yeah, new. Okay. I don't know what Steve's trying to say.
Yeah.
down
I think
there.
he's picking on you a little bit. Is what he's doing.
Whatever. That's fine.
Yeah.
He,
Yeah.
he he's allowed.
He's allowed. Yeah, for sure.
They're all
So
allowed. It's fine.
yeah. So you got through. You got your filing techniques down. You got your push tool techniques down, and
Oh,
you're
I have a question. Hold on.
okay. Go ahead.
Before we go to the next phase, did you do any glue pulling pre PDR?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
that's where it was like right during the transition when I first found out about PDR and I started seeing different things. I was like, "What's glue pull? I've never heard of it."
Okay.
Like, because I learned with just push tools,
Yeah.
so I got intrigued by that, and then that kind of goes into that transition to the next level of when I moved out of the body shop out to pre-delivery.
Oh, and not that it matters so much, but do you know the glue of choice that is in the body shop?
They actually have their own brand. I'm not even sure what it is, but it does
Okay.
really well.
What
I,
tools
I-
are
it
we
could it
using?
could even be from Walmart. I don't know, but it did really well.
Which tabs? Who's making the glue
They
tabs?
they had Kiko's and Black Plague,
Okay.
and then I started bringing in my own because, as we all know, each tab does something different.
Sure.
Yeah.
What color was the glue?
It's like a yellow.
Like kind of clearish yellow?
Yeah,
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's it sounds like a collision glue.
it's like
And
what, and it's like when it's on bare metal. If you don't alcohol it and then heat it up a little bit, it does not stick to bare metal.
hmm, okay.
A lot of people have tried it before and then it wasn't pulling like what they thought it would, so they just that was it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But then I watched a lot of videos, you know. I was like, oh, let's do that,
And
and then boom, I was like, oh crap.
yeah, right. The processes makes all the difference in the world. So
Hmm.
about while we're on the glue pulling, about how long did you start that um, before you're transitioning into using? Were you doing glue pulling first before dent tools?
Uh, you mean pre PDR?
Yeah, we're still talking about the
Okay.
inside the body shop.
Uh, I learned picking first. Did that for
Picking
years,
first.
Hmm.
Okay.
and then the glue pulling came about 7 years after.
Okay.
Okay.
So I had no clue for almost 6, 7 years about glue pulling.
Right.
And
Right.
then once I just started searching the web and seeing all these different styles and tools and whatnot, I found it. And they
Hmm.
actually have them in the stores, which is in the factory. You order what you want and they you go get it. They actually had a kit. It's like, I want that.
Hmm.
I want to try that.
You, you better be
And
careful about saying the word kid around Danny Hacker. You'll get the elbow.
It's a system. It's a system.
Right. Right.
uh,
Just
we had
name them off individually. Don't even say kid.
we love you, Danny.
Yeah. Right. Oh.
I'm Southern. We call it kids.
Like a rock in my
Oh.
shoe.
All right. So you've got that down, and about how long did it take you to start Ghost PDR?
Hold on. Everybody wish Patrick happy birthday. Happy
Oh
birthday, Andy
yeah,
Patrick. Sorry.
birthday man is in the hacienda.
Ooh.
Every
Oh,
day is
sorry.
Andy's birthday.
Would you ask him?
Uh,
Well, Ghost PDR. How did he come up with Ghost PDR?
Okay, yeah.
well, I kind of got into PDR just by the glue pulling. Like I was saying, I
Hmm.
got intrigued, started looking up videos,
Yeah.
and then I come across Jim Mitchell and on
Okay.
YouTube
Okay.
and started watching all of his stuff. I didn't know it was his old stuff at the time, so I
Yeah.
watched every video he
Mm-hmm.
had, just trying to pull some information.
Me too. But go ahead.
And then he stopped posting it, at least the info parts. He
Mm-hmm.
would
Hmm.
hit bits and pieces, but he wouldn't go in depth. It's like, well, crap. And then I found out at work that they did PDR. And before all this, I didn't even know what PDR was.
Mm.
What's that? And it was literally on the other side of the building.
Yeah.
It's a huge place, though, so
Yeah,
it'd be,
big building. Yeah.
I
Right.
mean, thousands of people worked. But yeah, so
Man, look
started
at
picking
that.
that up a little bit. And then I asked my wife, I was like, hey, it's so much a month, I want to learn this because I want to pursue it. I feel like
Hmm.
I could be good at this. Because when I get interested in something, I kind of dive head first.
Get tunnel vision. You don't let
Oh, it
anything
is
else.
too.
You don't see anything else but what you're focused on.
Yep. So then I signed up for Real World PER,
Mm-hmm.
and just from the first two videos, I changed almost 70% of what I used to do.
Oh
Turns
wow.
out I was reading lights wrong.
Yep,
Well, I
me
wouldn't say
too.
wrong, but it's easier the way that he shows you compared to what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It's weird. I did. I had to change everything.
Sorry, Chris. Andy hates us. No, it's fine. We love you, Andy.
No, it's like,
There's a whole
and
technique to light reading in itself.
yeah, and using like if you're using 3 bars or one or two from the outside in,
Mm,
there's
Mm-hmm.
several ways to look at
right.
it, and I had no idea.
I can relate exactly the same two videos, exactly the same stuff happening. I was right in my living room, right over there with a hood with
Yeah,
Jim
I
up
had
on my
heard that.
TV. Yeah, it's my one little Stucky mobile light and my three tools.
Yeah.
So it was
Stucky
yeah,
mobile.
there it is right there.
Mm-hmm.
There it is right there.
That's my moneymaker there.
That's a good little light.
I
It
love it.
is. I like the light. I like the light. I'm not a big fan of the proprietary batteries, and I didn't get very good customer service from them. But the light is nice.
I
The
got an
light is.
adapter for a different battery. So.
You got an Illumident light?
No, I got the Stucky, but I've got the
Oh,
little slide-in piece for a Milwaukee battery.
I misheard you. I misheard you. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of Illumident lights. The new X Factor lights are awesome. So we're not putting that up on screen.
I'm working my way up to
Andy.
Right.
But no, it's definitely it's worth the investment. I like my Stucky light. I keep it at the body shop. I use it all the time. Um, but mobile, I'm using my Illumident, and also because I can use my DeWalt batteries
yeah.
with that. That was really important to me. I already had a whole bunch of DeWalt batteries running glue gun, and I didn't want to carry a whole bunch of another brand of batteries.
You don't
Right.
want to carry more weight?
Not really. No. um, but yeah. Oh yeah, Jeremy agrees with me. X Factor is amazing. It's a great light. I actually got one of the first editions from MTE last year, the ones that were using the Dent Olympics last year. So I like to tell everybody that Bryce Kelly used my light.
Yeah. Right.
So
I got to get one of those lights. They are some nice lights.
it's a really nice light. I mean,
What do they run anyway?
I don't know because when I bought it, it was the show special and it came with a stand and the Neverloose.
Mm-hmm.
So the stand, the Neverloose, and the light
Or
all together was like $1,500. But I spent that and I'm set for ever.
Yeah.
As long as the light lasts, so which it should. And James is such a great guy, the guy who does Olmident with Anson.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I was gonna say they look
uh,
like they're built really well and tough and sturdy, from what I've
Yeah.
seen anyway.
very well, very well. Nice buttons on them, nice connections.
Like I
Everything's
said, the little touch kind of little buttons back there, the soft
mhm.
touch.
It's super easy to use. I love it. Um,
Oh, you done got one of those
oh,
light
Andy,
the
you
new light
didn't.
stand, huh?
Oh, jeez.
The wheels on that thing are kind of cool. I like how you can maneuver it almost anywhere, really,
I
without
love
having
it.
to twist
I
your
love it.
stand around or anything like that. That's annoying. So I
I
don't know.
gotta, I
Hopefully
gotta
that'll be
go.
cool.
That's what
I
I
gotta
do.
see if Carbon Tech wants to do a video collaboration. If you're watching,
Oh,
I'm open for talking.
Oh,
I'm open to talk about it. But yeah, of course you
yeah.
bought it. When you got everything else you have, you're ready to spend that kind of money on that. There's so many other things I got to buy first. You know what I need? I need little pick tools. I need like to get
That's
in.
that's where you make the real money is little braced pick tools.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right. I mean, I keep grabbing the same one for everything, and it doesn't reach a
And it
whole
gets all
lot.
bent up.
And so, I mean, I need some more. I think I was gonna hit
Yeah.
up Excalibur and pick up some stuff, but also Dent Slayer went live the other day, showcasing a whole bunch of tools, and
Hmm.
I wanted to buy the whole table. I mean, it's
Yeah, they got some really awesome pick
It might be
tools
around
out. Uh,
$5,000-6,000 to
they
buy a
got
whole
some
table.
really good looking stuff.
hmm. Yeah, no. So Jeremy agreed with me. Excalibur.
Mm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's everybody's told me to go to Excalibur for some stuff, but I do want um, slightly larger stuff. I want oh, what are they? The ones with the hooks on the end, the Dent Slayer
Hell's
ones, the
Angel.
rat. No, the
No,
Rat
that's
rat
rods,
that's Dan Reaper.
rat rods. Yeah,
rat
I
rods.
do want the Hales Angels. That's another one
That
on my list.
those are the ones that I'm eyeballing.
Just take a big bag or a gun case and just ship it back home.
I'll
That's
find a
all
Harbor
good.
Freight down there.
Yeah,
Buy
right.
buy a
I'm
gun
driving,
case.
so I'll just take it home.
There you go. Where
Yeah.
where are you located?
Southern Indiana.
Okay. Yeah.
And you're gonna
It's
drive?
Oh yeah, I'm scared of heights.
Oh. Oh, okay.
You won't catch me on a plane.
I drove the
Hell
first
no.
time I went, so um and I drove to Texas and to the Anson Open House. So
yeah, you
I've
did.
I've done my fair share of driving.
No,
Executioner hood set is great.
I like my
Ultra.
feet on the ground.
Are you over there in Glidewell country? Andy says, asks.
Yep. He's
Uh,
actually about 25 minutes from me.
oh wow.
Yep. I've been trying to make it over to a shop, but I'm so busy and night shift and balancing family life and things.
Yeah.
And God bless my wife for everything she does. She works and we have our 3 kids and one of them is special needs, but so
Hmm. She
we
hadn't
all
tried
can
to use
imagine.
any of those PDR tools on you yet, has she?
No, but she did buy me some.
Good.
Ooh.
I mean, yes.
Nice.
Wow.
It was last Christmas and I've been talking about Dent Reaper rods to her and she's just like, what is that? So I showed her and for Christmas they surprised me.
Uh-huh.
Dent
Nice.
Reaper rods.
Oh,
Nice.
sweet.
So I was forever grateful because
Yeah. It's
I use this one constantly.
it's a nice set.
Yeah.
Uh, it's probably my go-to door tool. I mean, I can get them in hoods and just anywhere.
Mm.
It just feels like, except for some braces, because it does widen out. But if you just need to get inch in, it'll actually do that.
Mm.
So,
That's what
You
she said.
started practicing on the refrigerator. Yeah, on the refrigerator.
We heard those are the
Yeah.
best videos on social media too.
yeah,
Hmm.
Doing refrigerator.
talking
Hear
about
that,
that,
PDR guys? Do some refrigerator dents. It does well on social media, apparently.
it's crazy. It's my
Hmm.
biggest hit. 51, 52,000 views right now, and then it's just like a little tiny ding that I actually put into my wife's refrigerator and fixed it.
Yeah.
You,
I
you,
think I think James Bernard is actually close to you also. So I mean that might be another guy you could get to know pretty good in your
I
up
have
your
to look
way.
him up.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because I'm 30 minutes outside of Louisville,
Just
Kentucky.
don't enter a contest with him because he'll win it all the time. I mean, he won the Camo Smart Smart Lifter on the show, so
yeah,
that
you
was pretty
did.
cool.
Oh, well, I need to win one too. I don't have one.
Right, right.
I
I
don't even
wish
have
we
a
had more to
Kiko
give
puller
away,
yet. I
honestly.
still don't even have that.
It is a super awesome mini lifter. It really is. It's my favorite mini lifter.
So
The
can
I've
Cam
got
Auto one.
the precision PDR lifter, the one that's straight up and down you use it on roofs.
Okay.
I've got that.
Okay. I've heard good things about that. Actually, my PDR trainer uses that one a lot.
It's not so great on the sides of panels, but for
Yeah,
anything kind of flat or something like that, it's great. And I feel like I got more control and it doesn't kill my hand.
There you go.
yeah, you're not having to like be this angle. You
Yeah,
can just squeeze it like, yeah, that
Yeah,
makes it
it does
easy to
look
use.
like a nice tool. Oh, James uses it every day. There you go.
Nice. That's good. Yeah, the lift right. That's perfect for hail.
Yeah. James, I'm an hour 15-minute north of Clarksville, Indiana.
Okay.
oh, okay.
But yep,
So you
yep,
must
yep.
be a little more north, probably.
Gotta be old with a Facebook to win tools. Oh. The kids they call us some old when we're on Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh
right.
yeah. Right. Man, when I created my
It's
Facebook, the
simple.
only people that could have a Facebook were college kids. And where was I? In college. So I'm one of the oldest members of that website. And
It's like I had a MySpace for like 2 months and then it changed Facebook.
oh,
I
don't even now
yeah,
you're making me feel real old.
I had a banned MySpace page for a small time, and
MySpace.
that was an absolute clown show. Is what that
That's
was.
terrible.
uh
Everything uploaded in 280p resolution. You couldn't see anything hardly. Oh, but let's get back to Ghost PDR. How did you come up with the name of Ghost PDR?
hmm.
What
Uh,
inspired that?
I really don't know to be honest. It's like I was looking online for people's names and stuff, and it's always either, you know, like the area you're in, they name it after that, or the last names. And we've actually
Hmm.
got one that's called the Dent Doctor that's in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
I was like, so I was thinking along those terms. And so I was like,
Okay.
I'm gonna call it Ghost because it's like I make things disappear, right?
Hmm.
So
That's what I always
kind of
figured.
made sense. And
Yeah.
then the actual saying that's on my stuff is like it was never there. My wife came up with that.
Yeah. That's
So I was like,
awesome.
that's actually perfect.
I didn't know if it was because nobody ever seen you working on it, but you got the dent fixed, or or how that went.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Telling on you, huh?
Yeah,
care.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
And then
nice. It's a good name.
she even come up
Yeah.
with the logo and everything.
No,
Yeah.
it's memorable. So I mean, I I noticed it right away on TikTok.
Like,
Yeah.
I love the logo. I was like, it stands out and it's kind of like separate from what you normally see.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. Absolutely.
Plus, I've got a little metal in me and stuff, so I didn't want nothing, you know, foo foo,
Yeah.
nothing like that. I was like,
Yeah,
I like Reaper's Ghost, that kind of thing.
that's
Yeah.
good.
So we made it up to this point. You got Ghost PDR, and we are getting ready to head to MTE. And you have registered
Excited.
for the Dent Olympics, so you're pretty confident in that. I'm assuming, being you've hit that up. Anything to look forward to, or you
Yeah,
got any thoughts,
confident or
feelings
crazy.
about
You
that?
know,
uh,
Yeah,
I'm actually pretty
confident or
excited.
crazy.
I've never tried anything like that, or competition wise, or
Hmm.
I don't even know if it's viewed as a big competition
oh
because
yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm not.
yeah.
Well, to me, like I'm just trying to place at the top
Uh huh.
20.
Then you
There's
will.
there's people that I know are phenomenal, and
There.
I'd be lucky to get past that.
You got a Dent Vision paddle in front of you, don't you?
Yep.
Look at that, Nick. You guys representing.
Nice.
I like that orange.
Orange
I
is a
know,
good
right?
looking
That's
color on
cool.
that thing.
That's not his new
Yeah.
chess piece, is it? No, what is that tip on there?
That's actually Edgy Tools. It's the
Okay.
angle
Yeah, I know
soft
it's.
tip,
Yep.
and then I think that's from Dentcraft, the D4.
Mm,
Cool. Cool. No,
And then
that's pretty cool,
this
man. Oh, what's
this is the prize jewel.
you made that?
I didn't. A friend of mine did,
okay.
Okay.
and he actually helped me out with Ghost PDR in the very beginning.
Oh, okay.
He was another factory worker alongside of me, and he did the same repair work as me. And he got into PDR and didn't even tell me about
Oh
it.
wow.
Yeah, before I even heard about
Bastard.
it. So yeah,
Is
I
you?
can't
You
say
say he's
that.
even a friend at this point?
Oh yeah, big time because he went ahead and bought a bunch of tools and he thought he was gonna, pursue it, and then he became a truck driver. He actually ended up leaving the factory and being a
Uh-oh.
truck driver.
Oh,
So he had a bunch of tools laying around, and I guess he seen a lot of my Facebook stuff that I was trying to mess around with this. And so he calls me up one day and says, "Hey, I see you're doing PDR," and I had a light that I bought on Amazon for like $30 just to practice with. And he had this stucky light and a bunch of Dentcraft push tools and a bunch of tips to go along with it, and glue tabs and glue gun. And he says, "You can have it for free."
what?
Oh.
He's like, "If you're wanting to pursue this," he's like, "I know how good you are." He's like, "I'm not going to use these. They're just sitting in my house." He goes, "If you're going to do something with them, then you can have them." So he actually helped me jumpstart into where I'm at now.
That's a huge help.
Yeah, it
I
That's a
is.
mean,
huge
it
help.
was mind-boggling how much it helped me.
I can relate. I had a coworker go to the Ding King Institute, came back with the set of tools and the Stucky light that you got right there,
Hmm.
and didn't take to it at all. So they sat in the corner. I ended up doing a bunch of dings on one car for my boss, and the tools are mine.
Huh.
Previous employer, yeah. So it's a
That's
big set,
that's a win.
yeah.
That's what that is. That's a win.
So
So I
Chucky, you
can
want to thank you?
yeah, thank you very much.
Hopefully you're watching.
Right.
You still get
Very
free discs
cool.
for life as long as they're
Well,
not horrible.
just send them the recording. You know, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That
that's
is
the
the
homie
homie
hookup.
hookup
Yeah,
for
Oh
sure.
yeah, definitely.
Right.
yeah, big time. No, that's a life changing thing if you take to it. I mean,
It,
these are a
it
bunch
is.
of little weird bendy sticks. They don't mean anything to the regular person, you know. You got to have the right skills and knowledge and practice in order to use them
And I put a
effectively.
ton of
Right.
practice in. Ton.
And then they become your lifeblood.
Right. I've had people ask me, was I an electrician because I had some of those tools showing. They're like, I don't know what paintless dent repair is. This looks like something an electrician would use to pull wire through a pipe or something.
To fish it
I,
through.
I tried. I stopped by a used car dealership to sell my work. He thought it was a dentist.
Oh, oh,
I said paintless dent repair, not dentist.
I'd hate to see what those tools do.
Right? I mean, these are pretty big tools. You want these tools in your mouth?
right. For, start up a job, a mobile toothbrusher.
Expensive bendies.
We got some sharp picks, to get in between.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, expensive bendy sticks. That's right, David.
Yeah, for sure. Some of them can be. Absolutely.
My actual really eyes on those stand miner tools.
Me too.
I really want to know what that's all about.
Me
I've
too.
seen you use them, Bryce, and all them, and
Oh
make it
yeah.
look so easy to where
Right.
it's like, well, I could do that, or what if this can cut my time in half?
Right.
I would
For
say that they would pay for themselves like that.
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Currently, what is your go-to tool that you use? What's one go-to that you're when you go up to a job, you're like definitely getting this out.
I've really had two. Uh,
Yeah, okay.
it's it's my Dent Craft double bend, the interchangeable tips,
Mm.
and I would have to say
24.
the Dent Reaper. Yeah, 24.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then this one. This
Mm.
is as long as I can get it there. This is my finisher.
Mm.
Yeah.
I I love the weight of it. It doesn't give when you're pushing on it. You can flip it over, soften it up, then finish it up with the tip.
Yeah.
I've learned how to kind of drag it and just really move some metal really easy without causing a lot of
Mm.
damage or just a lot of cleanup work. And that's what means the most to me is less cleanup, faster, better repair.
Mm.
Hey, you nailed it right there.
Right.
That's
And
exactly it. That's the name of the PDR game.
and that's why I like glue pulling the big stuff too, because it keeps it nice and clean. To at least start it
Hmm.
out, and then you can always go and clean up. But moving that metal without putting any marks means the world.
Yep.
Yeah, isn't that cool? Yeah.
I use a lot of that glue pull first and then finish up with your tools, and that
Yep.
that helps.
No,
But
it's interesting that glue pulling came first before PDR. I wouldn't have guessed that at all, being that you're
yeah,
in the manufacturing plant.
I
well,
wouldn't have
I
either.
was in a heavy repair at that time, so I mean, we would get like a baseball sized dent, and if you're picking it the entire time, it's just a lot of filing, clean up,
Right.
Hmm.
and then when you DA and you go to field, you're like, well, crap, I missed this, so you go back in. But with that glue pulling, I mean, you can get 90% of that out.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And
Now,
it saves me over an hour of time.
Right.
do you have a specific light that you use while you're in the factory? We didn't even discuss lights, really.
In the body shop, we had the standing, I think it's PDR finesse lights, I
Okay.
believe is what they are.
Okay.
And then, like if we're working white metal, we actually had just LEDs ran on the wall,
Hmm.
Okay.
big, long, horizontal and vertical.
Yeah.
So that way we would lay your part on the table, you use those
All
Yeah.
right. So
Yeah.
non-traditional style nowadays of light work. Okay,
lights.
that's cool.
Because we would have them overhead and across and over here. So if you want to stand your part up, look at it this way, then you can have light that way. And
Mm.
Alex is curious if guys used Mo clamps in the factory.
Mo clamps. I don't even know what that is. But
Okay,
Yeah.
I'd say in
I
my
that
factory, I don't use
that's probably Mo clamps usually used after texting and driving or after an alcoholic beverage or of some sort or something like that. So
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen in the factory.
no,
No. No, they're only doing minor repairs in the factory there, Alex.
yeah. That's a good
How
question though. I mean, you
yeah, it
never
really
know.
was. How about like a tram gauge to see if a front end is square? You ever see that in a factory?
They have a whole area that does that.
Okay.
They even have like the headlights to where they can get them right. And you drive it up, like
Hmm.
it levels and
Yeah,
tells you.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
All
there's certain areas of the plant that I haven't been in, but I know they do. So more likely,
I got you.
Guess
There's
I guess
probably a lot more
I
to
I guess Moclamp has to break into that glue pulling industry.
we're gonna get them
Just
to.
just
We're
gotta
gonna
get
get
it.
them
Just
to.
gotta do it.
that actually
Darn.
reminds me of another tool I want is a tension device of some sort. I don't care what it is. I just want to try it. All of my repairs I've done, I've had no tension on it.
Mm.
So I
Well,
kind of wonder
hell,
what that's going to do for me.
you guys got porta powers?
I mean, probably if I looked hard enough.
Do you have any type of spready apart tools?
So,
Spreading it apart.
yeah, that's good.
We have ratchet straps.
A porta power. They have porta power. So if you, I mean,
Bottle
honestly,
jacks.
you just Black Plague sells these green straps that you just glue the straps to the panel, and they have loops on the end of them, and you can use your Porta Power, you can use your Cam Auto lateral tension bar, you can use your woodworking clamp, flipper it around so it goes out instead of in, and you can put that in the loops of the straps and just hand
Why haven't
crank
I
it.
thought of that? I have wood clamps out in the garage.
There you go. So you could
Just get a
start.
heavy duty clamp, like the 600
got the big
pound
ones.
clamp. Turn that thing around, and it'll
Yep.
give you a good amount of power for like
Those
40
straps
bucks.
aren't expensive. If you really want to, you could cut off some old seat belts and sew loops on the ends and not pay anything. But
I should have asked my
$27.
dad. He would have been like, "Why don't you just use the wood clamp?" That would have saved me a bunch of time.
Right. But I was doing that today.
Yeah.
With Black Plague green straps and a wood clamp. I was today. I took out a dent. It's ready for filler in the morning. So nasty dent in a gate too. It was really bad. But the straps work great. I actually sent Nick a text. I was like, do I use the straps or do I go full JVF retention tool? Because I love that freaking thing.
And of
he's
course,
like, straps.
That's a metal
Yeah,
medic one.
when I got my when I got the message, I looked at it and I said, "What?
Don't use no
Scrap.
fancy tools.
We don't use that fancy crap." Let's
I
get
asked
these straps
him.
in here.
I asked him so he would tell me to use the straps. Well, I mean that's why.
He knew I was going to say that. He didn't have to ask.
Yeah. So yeah, it's you start with that. It's a low investment, and you'll find out what lateral tension. I mean, you can take some real nasty, sharp, strong
That's what I'm
dents
saying.
and put the tension on there. Even if it doesn't do anything to it, when you get behind there with a tool, it's gonna move.
That's what I was thinking. It's like it's gonna try to pop.
It's worth it.
That's a good low cost investment to get into lateral tension. Then once you find that works for you or you need something else, then you can just add to it later. But to buy all the bits and pieces, that's where I would start.
Yep. Yep.
Something for me to try over the weekend.
Well, you made it, my friend. It's been an hour.
1 hour.
Really?
Did it seem like an hour?
No, it flew by.
So
Still got more.
Final question for anybody who's looking to come on Smash Masters, but they're unsure if they want to be on camera or everything. Was it easy? Did we make it easy?
I feel like it went 10 times better than what I thought because
Awesome.
I get, I guess, nervous or
We make it easy
okay,
on
I
you,
don't stumble on stuff.
Oh, you're good. We
Yeah,
stumble enough. Hell,
Yeah,
I misspoke the other day that's haunting me probably for the next 3 years. So
I didn't do that. Not
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I mean, we've had everything from bad internet connection issues to cameras going out, mics failing. There ain't nothing you can do that we hadn't already done ourselves. So
yeah.
that
Super happy you came on.
I appreciate y'all having me. This has been a good experience, though.
These are my favorite episodes when we bring in a normal one, I like to say, because you're not like the CEO of some company or a tool maker or something.
I am.
Well, all right. So all three of us are.
we're
just
a Fortune 500 company. Let's just
big company.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Yeah. Andrew's thanking you, but
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Words are hard. That's why I fix cars. Well, David, you're coming on next.
Oh,
Words are hard.
Words are hard. Let's see how hard they are.
yeah.
But so I actually forgot about something I was doing for one episode, and now I'm gonna bring it back again because I do want to end most episodes on a positive thought. And I've got one here. You just gotta kind of stick with me. I'm gonna read it for you. So In order to create unreasonable, positive, new possibilities, you will need to do things you have never done. Continuing to start your day the way you always have will create a predictable future. Most people start their day with a negative. They hit the snooze button. Think about the conversation you are having with yourself when you hit that snooze button. Is it positive or is it negative? Right. It's negative. So now that we are clear about that, it is time to change that behavior. What will you do differently to create a new positive possibility? Food for thought for you guys.
Good stuff to end the show with.
Yeah.
Food for thought.
Now my wife's going to remind me about that too.
All right, there we go. No more snooze button. Just get up. I mean, you really are.
Happy about it.
Every time you hit that snooze button, it's just another negative situation. You're starting your day that way. Who wants to start their day negative, you know? And the other thing I'm going to add to that, so that really helped me when I first read it years ago. I get these from Discover Leadership Training, which I went through years ago, and they send this stuff to me every day, and I kind of pick and choose what I want to read. But so not only did that help me not hitting the snooze button, but not starting the day with the news. The news is negative. It's negativity. I mean, there might be some positive in there, but it's all negative. So don't start your day with the news. Listen to it later in the day. What I like to do is I like to start the day with music. Makes the day just, I mean, you start the day with a positive vibe. It's a lot easier to carry it on, especially Mondays. I mean,
yeah,
I love Mondays.
I don't mind Mondays either. I like Mondays. Oh, well, come on. All right.
I mean, when you have your own business and you're out there fighting for money every day, you really don't know a Monday from a Saturday or a Friday, honestly.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's times I don't even get days off for like months.
Yeah.
Maybe
I started this up. It's been hectic. I'm holding it together, so
I'm right there with you. I've also been kind of just nonstop action with the podcast too, and the social medias, and my full-time job and my side job, and everything else. I want to just I own a house. I need to do laundry. I need to do chores. I need to clean the house. It doesn't end.
There is no end.
I just got my wife to kind of hold me together sometimes when I can't fall off the night sleeping very well. She's been a really good support for me. So
that's awesome. You need your support group for sure, right? Nick's my support group. So God help me.
Right. He needs some of that. Oh man.
Oh,
that was good.
Before it goes downhill after that positive note, I think
let's end it. Let's end it.
Hey, but like Andrew said though, Merry Christmas to everybody. We won't see you again until we got one more show before the new year hits.
Yep.
So we will see you guys one last time. But until then, Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a wonderful holiday, whatever you support, whatever whatever your thing is, enjoy.
Happy holidays.
And we'll see you guys next time.
All right. Bye, everybody.